What's poppin' T Squad? It's your girl Keisha and I'm here with tonight's All Tea All Shade Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 2 Episode 10 review. Tonight's review was the season finale. I don't know why I thought last week it was the season finale. I was sleepy and tired. I don't know what the fuck was going on with me last week. But anywho, tonight's was the season finale episode, and boy did they go out with a goddamn bang. So, at the beginning of the episode, we see Kimmy at home preparing dinner for Maurice because he's taking a bar exam. He's returning home after being gone for 3 days. She's in the kitchen talking to her son while Monster is off doing whatever the hell Monster's doing. And she brings up the fact that she's planning a surprise party for Maurice. So her and her son bet whether or not he will cry or not. She betted that he would, and he was like, I don't think he's going to cry at all. So Maurice returns home from taking the bar exam. He is exhausted. He's tired, but he seemed like he was very happy about seeing Kimmy. They sit down and have dinner, and they get to talking about Monster's birthday. He up here talking about he want a minivan for all of him and his friends to ride around in. It was funny. It was a cute little family moment at the table. And then when it was just them two at the table, Maurice and Kimmy, he holds her hand and tells her that he's gonna, repay her for everything that she's done for him while he's been studying for this bar exam and everything. And it was a really cute, sweet moment between those two. So Mel goes to take promo pics for the play and to do rehearsals. And her bob, when it was fresh from the beauty salon, looked so good. It was a little bit fat. Couple of tracks could have been taken out, but it was really, really cute. So Mel, while they're rehearsing, forgot her whole monologue. The play is only a few weeks away at this point. They was having to feed her lines, and she's one of the main characters, if not the main character of the play. So the director was looking like the fuck. So when they finished rehearsals, the director basically, in a roundabout way, was telling her, you got to get your lines together, girl. Like, the play is in a few weeks. Like, we cannot be having this. And Mel was, embarrassed or whatever, because she was like, I don't know my lines and this and that. I don't think the play even probably happened because of COVID. So that's that. So Tisha talks to Marsau about why does it always work with him. And she tells him that it hurt her feelings when he said that he feels alone when they had that conversation when he was on the road going wherever he was going for work. And he says that he always is by himself. He was like, he goes to the gym by himself. He's working by himself. He's home by himself because she's always out doing these things. So she asks how can they fix this because she likes who she's becoming and she doesn't want to end up like the host. And I was like, why are you bringing up the host? This ain't got nothing to do with them. Like, just focus on your marriage, Tisha. Like, God damn. So he says maybe she could prioritize some things in her life. And she was like, well, maybe you can too. So it's just tit for tat at this point. So he tells her that she's being selfish and he's working because he has to, not because he wants to. So she brings up all the things she gave up to be with him. She gave up an internship in California and all these things. And he tells her to focus on herself and he'll take care of the family then, since she don't seem to want to listen. So she just gets up and leave out the room, frustrated or whatever case may be. And I was like, well, girl, this is the nigga that you married. This is what you got. So deal with it, or either leave this nigga at this point, because I'm tired of y'all going around the mulberry bush at this point. So Mel is getting ready for Maurice's surprise party, and Martell comes home and he tells her that he ain't going. She thought that he was going to come and have a change of heart and be able to just be around, the Scotts or whatever without it being no issue, because she feel like grown people should be able to be in the same room with each other without it being an issue. But he disagrees. He just don't want to be nowhere near them. So she gets upset that she feels like, once again, you making me go to an event by myself. He was like, I ain't making you do nothing. You can stay at home and chill with me. So, they show a flashback scene of him actually telling Kimmy face to face that he was not going to come to the event, and he tells Melody that she understood. So Mel asks when he and Kimmy had this talk, and he tells her that she came to visit him at the office, and Mel was like, I know she always team Martell and like to rub on you. You said the other day she was a side chick, and Martell said she wasn't my side chick, and Mel was like, not yours. And I'm like, where the fuck this shit come from? This narrative that you feel like Kimmy wants your nigga and be touching all on him. Like, where that come from? It was very left field. I'm looking at the television like, where this animosity towards Kimmy come from? Y'all been good this whole season. Like, Mel, what the fuck? Like, huh? I'm just like, I ain't like that. I'm like, give us some concrete evidence on what the fuck you talking about, because that was just weird. I didn't understand it. It was like, girl, nobody wants your nigga but you and Adrian Curry, the two dumb bitches. Like, that's your sister wife. The last bitch I think you need to be worried about is Kimmy. Kimmy don't want Martell, baby. Kimmy ain't no fool like you and that young hoe. I was just like, the fuck? Girl, sit down somewhere. Now, she did team too much with that. So Mel, get to talking about how he ain't did nothing for her in the 12 years they've been together. And he was like, you ain't did nothing for me neither. And I'm like, well, if either one of y'all ain't did shit for each other, why the fuck are y'all together? Like, y'all childish too. Get the fuck divorced. Hallelujah, thank you God they actually are now. So she tells him next time Kimmy come to visit to tell her so she can beat her. What? Now you gotta watch Kimmy around your man. Mel, go to bed. Go to bed. Them tracks was too tight. Girl, have a seat. I hope Kimmy get your ass together at the reunion. And girl, don't nobody want your man. Don't nobody want him. Nobody. Nobody. Girl, bye, that bigger bastard. So, everybody comes to the party. Kimmy looked so good in that little wrap dress with her little Chanel belt and her bob. Her body is life. Them titties was sitting. Yes, ma'am. So Mel arrives. The Scotts arrive. And Tisha in her confessional say, me and Marsau ain't in the best place, but we're going to put on a united front like the host. Once again, bringing up the host. Bitch, are you obsessed? God damn it, do you need to be on TV? You weren't obsessed? Like, what the fuck? Why do you always have to bring up the host? The host. God damn it, bitch. So Destiny arrives, didn't like her outfit. I don't know what the hell she had on. So Marsau talks to an architect by the name of Andrea, who Destiny reached out to about her build out. So Andrea say, I sent her my proposal and I think I was too high because she hasn't called me back. So Marsau say, I heard it was for a budget of $50,000 and that's really tight. She told me the Holts were going to give her a bid also. So I'm like, instead of competing, I'd rather let them do it and break into the commercial area. Let's get one thing straight, Marsau. You ain't letting nobody do nothing. Ain't it like you bowing out gracefully or anything like that. I think it's a situation where you didn't even want to compete with them in the first place. You knew you was too fucking busy. And that's just that on that. Like, don't act like you're doing them a fucking favor. Now, see, this is where you see the shady shit and the messy shit come out of Marsau. Because it was like, that wasn't even necessary. That wasn't, like, where'd that come from? And if you didn't want to do the project, all you have to simply say to Destiny is, I ain't gonna do it. Don't act like you're doing charity work for the host. Like, get somewhere and sit the fuck down. And also in that part, he was trying to make himself look good to this woman. Like, just putting on airs for no reason. Like, boy, have several. So Destiny comes over because she says that she heard them talking about her. But lo and behold, if you pay attention, it was the producer told her, go over there, they're having a conversation about you. Ain't nobody stupid. So Andrea says to Marsau, do you not think it could be done for $50,000? And Marsau say, I think it's going to be a very big stretch. Destiny say, that's the first time you even came to a number for me. They hadn't even talked numbers. So she said, you think it's going to be more than 50? And Marsau was like, I don't know, because he know he done put his foot in his mouth. So he says, you're going to blow your budget if you don't. And us three sit down and come up with a set of plans. And then maybe I can help other minority contractors, such as your friends, the Holts, get into the game of construction. You see how he tried to clean it up, talking about the three of us talking about Destiny, him, and Andrew sit down and come up with a plan and some numbers, and then I can help you get another contract. Boy, bye. Boy, bye. You was over there trying to make yourself look good for this woman for whatever the fuck reason, and now you trying to backpedal and act like you doing charity work for somebody, and boy, get somewhere and sit the fuck down. I didn't understand it. It was so stupid. It was retarded. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So, and then, like, the fact that he's, like, once again, like, trying to act like he's trying to help the host. You don't even like the host. You don't give a fuck about them. So Mel walks over because the producers told her to walk over. Like, everybody just walking over all of a sudden. So she asks what they're talking about. And Marsau say, I can mentor whatever contractor you choose. And Mel say, who is he mentoring and why? And Marsau say any contractor looking to get into the commercial area, I'd be willing to mentor. And Destiny say you actually suggested that I use the host. Tisha didn't come over because the producers told her to come over. And Marsau say LeBaric said, should we do it between the host or the Scott? So I was like, I wouldn't want to compete in that level. You ain't say that. You ain't say that at all. He said, I know you're trying to get into that commercial game to Mel. Mel say, no. And Marsau say, well, there's no need to mentor. And Mel say, if we needed a mentor, it wouldn't be you. Like, what? So Marsau say, I don't want you all to see it as I'm handing out help. And Mel say, ain't nobody asked for your help. Marsau say, consider it more as a mentorship. And Mel say, for who? And Andrea say, I'm really confused. They laughing because she like, huh? Like, she is confused as the viewers was confused. So Tisha said, he knew you guys was wanting to get into commercial real estate. Just sounding stupid as always with that velvet dress on. And Marsau said, we were offering help if you guys needed it. Looking like the Grinch that stole Christmas, old ugly ass nigga. So Mel say, don't play with me. Don't play with me. If I needed it, it wouldn't be your ass. Finish the project first. And I was like, exactly. Like, because who you think you playing with? Like, now you're trying to play on our intelligence. You trying to be funny, first of all. It was unnecessary. Nobody asked for your help. Nobody asked for no mentorship from you, nigga. We don't even fuck with each other, so why would we allow you to mentor us? Fuck off. So then here come Mel. Here come Tisha talking about, there goes Mel, shady Mel. We always knew, clapping her hands. And then once again, like always, Marsau embarrasses the fuck out of her and tells her, don't do that. Don't do that. You're a business lady. You're a business lady. Scolding her ass, making her look like a fool once again in front of these women. I was like, bitch, when are you gonna learn? This nigga never has your back. He lets you be out there on a ledge all by yourself every time. You just gave these bitches another reason to call you stupid. Like, Tisha, god damn. But I'm like, first of all, you talking about there goes shady Mel. Your husband was being shady. She had every right to say what she said. Let's get that straight. So then we see Marsau come home from work and he asks her, has she cooked? And it's 5:30. She was like, no, I put some food out or whatever. So he feeling some type of way because she ain't got dinner ready for when he walk in the house. And she was like, who cooks at 5:30? Like, the fuck? So he come in the room with a bowl of some food and he was like, I had a good day at work despite me having to come home and fix myself dinner, throwing jabs or whatever, being condescending. So she tells him about the event. Girl, this girl don't know how to say event. She say event. Like the E is a separate from the vent. She tells him about the event with her friend April that she got to go to the next day. And so once again, he got an attitude about her leaving. So Tisha in her confessional said, you want to sync our phones like LeBaric and Destiny? He was like, nope, my phone is dead right about now. That's a red flag right there, that your husband won't even let you see his fucking phone. That's a problem, man. Because if we married and you can't just open up your phone and give it to me, bitch, we got problems. We got motherfucking problems, bitch. So, he suggested they get a babysitter. And she was like, I want you to watch the kids. And he was like, that's why they have a mother. The misogyny. Oh my God. This nigga is such a goddamn chauvinistic motherfucker. Bitch, that's why they got a mother. That's why they fucking got a daddy too, bitch. Like, who the fuck are you talking about? What grown ass man that's sitting their ass at home would hire a fucking babysitter to watch their fucking kids? You don't want to fuck with your kids that bad? Like, he wants nothing to do with them kids. I'm surprised if he even spend time with them kids. Like, what in the fuck is going on? Like, if you didn't want to have anything to do with your kids, why the fuck did you have them? Like, the fuck is going on? Like, I can't stand that nigga. I think I hate him worse than I hate Martell. At least Martell fuck with his kids. God damn. So April calls and he was like, oh, nope, I don't want to speak to her. I'm leaving the room. So he leaves the room and April tells Tisha that the event is canceled because of COVID and she's upset or whatever. So they get off the phone because Marsau returns in the room and Tisha tells him that the event is canceled. And he was like, oh, really? The same event you're supposed to go to tomorrow? Oh, I'm so sad. Like, he up here mocking her, making fun, laughing and shit. So, she then hits him with a one-hitter quitter and say that she's still going to Birmingham to see her family. And, of course, he gets upset. Because he feels like, if the event is canceled, then you need to stay here. But she was like, she ain't seen her family in quite a while, and she just want to go check on April. And she asked him if he want to go, and he was like, no, I don't want to go. So she was like, my family always asking where you at, and he was like, they chased me away, didn't want to ask about me. And she was like, when they chase you away, like when you fall out with my whole family, like she was saying, like, I know you got issues with my mom, but I ain't know it was issues with my whole family. Like, where'd that come from? So then he says, how can I say this? We come from different sides of the tracks. And even Tisha dumbass caught on to that. She was like, well, wait, what that mean? What the hell is that supposed to mean? So Marsau say, I think you're getting more offended than you should be. You assumed I was talking negatively. So then when he realized what he said and how it was fucked up what he said, now he starts to backtrack and gaslight her and change everything around and flip it on her. Like she's the one doing too much. Like she took what he said wrong. Like what he said wasn't even that bad. She's the one that's tripping. I ain't never seen mental abuse like this on fucking television. This whole part was such mental abuse, and to watch it was sickening. It was sad to watch. It was gross. Like, oh my God. So then he tries to, like I said, play mind games with her. Like he was saying, like, maybe I was the one talking about I was lower and you were here. That wasn't the fuck what you was talking about, nigga. You was being funny, trying to act like her family was ghetto or country compared to yours or whatever the case may be. So Marsau say, ain't no point in getting defensive. You look down on it. You feel some type of way about your upbringing. You're making it rude. So now it's her fault. This is all her fault. She feels some type of way about her upbringing. Okay. So Tisha say, when people say stuff about my family, it bothers me because people used to say, oh, you grew up in the projects all the time. And I got into this girl in college over and she starts to cry. And he says, we're not going to turn this into an emotional. I don't even know what that means. We're not going to turn this into an emotional. Nigga, learn how to talk, first of all, over some stuff you had on your plate. How you feel about your family is your plate. Is on your plate and not mine. There are times when I was homeless, sleeping on the couch floor. I'm on the church floor. So you think I'm gonna take jabs at your family? That's stupid. And I never do it, and I've never done it. Bitch, you just did. The fuck? So he say, so you take them jabs to them other motherfuckers. You take them other people and you get mad at them, not me, okay? And this bitch says, okay. I just wanted to shake her. Because if it wasn't no time for you to cuss him the fuck out, bitch, it was that time right there. Ain't no motherfucking okay. She was sitting up there crying. Okay, like a battered and abused woman, because that's exactly what she is. Instead of pissing him off, he's sitting up here scolding her literally like she's a child. And she's sitting up there taking it. I wouldn't have gave a fuck about them cameras being there. You talking to me crazy? I'm gonna talk to you crazy. Girl, she should have checked the fuck out of him. The fuck out of him. Because bitch, you need to be glad a bitch like me even with you. Because Tisha's a beautiful girl. Like, you need to be happy a bitch like me even looked your way, because you're not cute. You can barely see your teeth when you talk. Look like your gums, like you're just gums and no teeth. You funny looking. Like I said, he looked like the Grinch that stole Christmas or the Joker. Like, he funny looking as fuck. Like, girl, bye. He look old as shit. Bye. So Marsau say, you're not going to treat me like I've done it. I'm not going to accept that. And she say, okay. Okay. Like, you can tell she just eating that shit. And so Marsau say, I'm not going to accept one tear from that shit right there. You're being extra sensitive. Tisha, I would have leapt across that damn bed on that nigga. So Tisha said, it's just like when people say you're cute for being a dark-skinned girl. Marsau said, you act like you still living in the projects. You got to deal with that shit, dog. You got to deal with that. So Tisha said, I guess you're not going to Birmingham with me. And he was like, nope, I'm not going there with you. And she leaves out the room and he lay back. Child. Woo. One thing I can say, he's covering his ass, so when the shit come out about him having a mistress, he can already have been putting shit out there. It's obvious he cheating on her. He has no respect for her. He's mentally abusive. Tisha has such low self-esteem that she accepts it. She doesn't feel like she deserves better because of her upbringing. Now that we're learning more about her, she feel like, probably ain't no other man gonna want me or whatever the case may be. That's why she sticks around. She puts on this happy face and try to pretend like her marriage is so good when she knows it the fuck ain't. She needs to learn, if she going on this journey of becoming a better me and getting herself together, she needs to start learning how to stick up for herself, for her husband. Fuck Melody. That's who you need to be fucking cussing out, is that nigga that you laying up in the bed with. Cause bitch, you is sleeping with the motherfucking enemy. He don't like you and he don't like y'all kids. He don't like your mama. Why the fuck are you with this nigga? Please explain it to me. Please. He's not attractive at all. He's condescending. He's arrogant, and I don't understand how the fuck is he arrogant. I mean, how he is arrogant. Nigga, you ain't Denzel. The fuck? You ain't even Tommy Davis. The fuck is going on? This nigga walk around like he the Rock or somebody. Like, nigga, you not cute. Bitch, the fuck? And as far as Melody and Martell is concerned, I'm happy she finally got the balls to leave that nigga, about time. But one thing I can say, even when he was over there cheating on her, at least she took, got his ass back. At least she cussed his ass the fuck out. She didn't let him walk over her in that manner. She was still stupid as fuck. But at least she didn't allow him to talk to her no any motherfucking kind of way. And that's the part of Melody Tisha need to be trying to channel, is her doing her and saying, nigga, fuck you. Like, I'ma still do me. I don't give a fuck what you say. Happy them niggas is getting a divorce. She seems much happier without him. As far as Kimmy and Maurice are concerned, their relationship is cute, or whatever the case may be. I need for him to get over this shit about her working with him, this monster situation. He does too much with that. That's going to continue to be a source of contention for their marriage. Because it's like he's steady putting that little boy off on her, and she has raised her child. Destiny and LeBerg, that marriage is fucking doomed, child, from the start. She had her baby. She had a baby girl. Hope she stays happy and healthy. But yeah, that shit is doomed, baby. That marriage, I don't see that shit lasting at all. But then again, motherfuckers being loveless, fucked up in marriages all the time anyway. So the season was cut short because of COVID. There's supposed to be a reunion. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully the cameras can go back up now that people are starting to film shows again. This season was great though. Give it an A. To the season finale, A+. Marsau can go to hell, god damn it. Let's talk down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys. Peace.